Not gonna sleep? Or not still there? We just test a while ago in a one private group and we get him. So I'm gonna try again them. So the third time is a charm. So let's see if this works this time. Alright guys, again, sorry. Shira, pick up yourself, good night. Natalia, what's up? Alright, so may I see the comments them are rolling now. Alright, so me could see, cause we just tried a while ago. A while ago, I said Dennis beard full of grey hair. Facebook stress out Dennis, cause I know the last time I see him never have so much grey hair upon him face. Hi Donald. I'm hoping I wait to see him come on so I can add him. I told him what to do because we practiced it a while ago and it worked. Shira. Up and running Andre. Make we see. Still there wait. We practiced like a while ago. Sharon, what's up? You see me sit down here so I'm nervous. Actually not even know I'm nervous. I feel like I'm performing in front of our audience. Yeah, up, J-Mar, up. I feel like I'm going to perform in front of our audience. I don't know if the mic will work. Jesus. Salina and Gloria, big up yourself. Yeah, man, may wait. Dennis, them say for rope in. Don't make me have to throw a rope for you. Just rope in yourself. Because the comment them are coming now, you know. The comment them are coming now. Dennis, send a comment. Nadine, tonight we just want have a little light chat about some little theater behind the scenes thing. When me gonna come? I guess after the pandemic. Hopefully after the pandemic we can make a trod round other side there. That's all yeah. Dennis send us something no Dennis send us something no man. Dennis stop flapping in front side people them no Dennis stop Dennis stop shit. Dennis say I gonna make my mom. Shout out to Deacon Martin at Point Hill 7-Day Church of God. Big up yourself. Alright, D-Lingo, as usual, as always. Alright, big up yourself, Mel. No, me I see everybody else except Dennis. A joking. Alright, let me look and see if he's watching and send him the request. Let me see. Come I practice a while ago and it worked. And I don't see him. Dennis, just send me a message. Let me see if you're here. I'm seeing quite a few people. I'm seeing people now. Honorable Broga there. How are you say me at my lodge? Oh God. Where's my drink? Right now, I can't have a drink, you know, to all me nervous right now, you know, because I just feel like I plan out my nice, so I'm going to have a little chit chat with everybody, and I don't like what go on here, so man. Yeah, Jackie Webb. Ah! Say seamless. Dennis, answer it now. Dennis, answer it, please. Please, Dennis, just answer. It's saying no answer. Dennis, I'm gonna need you for answer here. One more time. No answer from live video, guys. Dennis, answer it no, man. May I bring you on, man? I'm not play. I on it, you know. Hold on there. Me click on it, it just tell me say it not answering. And it answer a while ago. I don't know. Then is your phone afraid of people? Sure. Yes. I feel like I just gave birth. Alright, he's being added now, guys. No man in there, man. There it is.
Look here, I can't bother with something. Murdering me, man.
Man.
Yeah.
I know, right? But yeah, we'll prevail. But tell them so the third time would be a charm, you know. So guys, this is Dennis Hall. This is one of my team members, one of the best actors that I've ever worked with. And tonight we're just gonna try to get in a little backstory. I would just gonna share certain experiences I would have. Dennis, you're up to it?
After all the tussle,
You're up to it, man. Just say yes, but just say yes, no? Yes, you're up to it.
Yeah. Are you something to it?
Whatever. So guys, for those who don't know, Dennis Hall is the younger brother of Orville Hall. Orville is the director of Dance Expressions. He's the director, right? Of Dance Expressions, Theater Expressions. And, you know, people would know him from Dancing Dynamite and all of that. But he has a younger brother who's also in theater. And we're going to delve a little. Watch him. Dennis, how you had the blush?
No, when you talk about younger brother and people, them are one day people are really the younger brother.
And Dennis, but I don't remember telling this before, but I just say this right here, right now. And about a ball. But I love you here. And I just want to thank you for just being a tower of strength for all these years that I've been working with you. I just want to listen, I really appreciate it. I tell you no ball, I feel like I'm mega ball. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you. All right, just get that out of the way. Here, this is somebody saying thing, and then it's all from JBC.
Can I start my piece now, or should I wait until the end? I'll wait until the end.
All right, so Dennis, tell me a bit about your background now. What was it like? Because I know that there are three brothers, right?
Hold on, let me tell you about my background. My background kind of noisy right now, so I'm going to tell you kind of hold it down, you know?
I remember because I never noticed.
No, my background kind of noisy.
Oh, Alric, go on. Oh, guys, he's the next. You see Alric in the background? That's his youngest son. Him is a star. On the ear, I tell you, just look out for him. Alric Hall, he's gonna be a star.
All right. Is that like bothering you?
Yeah, it look like the sun that behind you.
Okay, too bright. All right, it's gone now.
Yeah, man, this is fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Say that to me.
So what was the question, though?
I asked you, what was it like growing up at, three boys in the house, like having two older brothers? What was it like growing up with your brothers?
I growing up with my brother.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say brothers because I can't remember much with my elder brother, the biggest one.
Yeah.
I know I would have seen him time and again, at a very tender age and did move out, so I had great times with him nonetheless, even while he was at the house and stuff like that. Of course, I mean, I obviously soldier it out, so
so what was it like? All right, you and Avi, like what was it like? Like on a stay the same way now? I mean, I guess you would have changed, but like what was it?
At one point in time, they used to ask if we were twins. But up to this day, I can't see why they would ask such a question because we did look so different when we were smaller. If we ever find out pictures, I'll show you right now.
Yeah.
You understand? But me and Orville, it was always me and Orville, outside of the children that were in the area and stuff like that, that we would have been acquainted with. I just me and Orville, school right through, just me and Orville, The separation came when we went to separate schools after primary school.
Yeah. So I know say una used to do little, cause I know say una entertain from una little. So like what were the things that una used to do?
You know, like was there any sibling rivalry? When you used to fight over a last piece of chicken leg? What like?
Um, as any household with picnic, you sometime want the person to eat off before you and all them something there, or you
Yeah,
watch what chicken leg and all of that, or you see if the food share out and put on the table, you come and you look for the biggest one first.
yeah,
You know, if the drink short, you look for which one might nuffer. So
yeah,
I guess it is something that would be, customary for children in general, so we weren't excluded, you
yeah.
understand? But it never, let me tell you something, while we might have had squabbles and stuff like that, that never really interfered with us as growing up
On a fight and them
um,
something there.
no, well, we weren't allowed to.
Okay,
We weren't
okay.
allowed to. So even if we harbor the thought, which I can't recall that I did. But
Listen.
even if we have the thought, we had a referee in our mother that, she seemed to, when she had part, if she had a part, you
Yeah,
know, yeah, it's like a knockout, she will knock out the contestants.
yeah. I
Yeah.
understand that.
I remember once, I don't remember what was the altercation that he and I had. Orville, that is.
Yeah.
And there was some grabbing up. You understand? It became a little physical, but no
Mm,
blows were thrown. It was just a grab up thing. Like,
yeah,
me grab you, you grab me.
yeah,
And before you know it, man, is my mother. I mean, she wasn't even in sight. I wonder where she appeared from, honestly.
yeah,
And it's a broomstick start party, man. You understand? We are fighting, and we get some lick. And I
yeah,
never me lick him, and I never him lick me. But the two of
yeah,
we get lick, and we have to
yeah,
still gonna nurse with self, man, because skin are burning, man.
yeah,
Um, so I tell you this too. I guess maybe because it was just me and him, really.
yeah.
Um, I don't know that would have been the thought of fight now.
As
We
me hear
never
you
we,
talk about
we
that,
never really had a physical fight.
yeah, as me hear you talk about that, it was the same thing. Cause in my house, me and my brother, we weren't allowed to fight because one of the things my mother used to say, you keep, cause remember him smaller than me. So if me
Yeah.
keep on a beat him up, so him get bigger than him turn man, him gonna let me down and me can't fight him. I remember one time, yeah, I remember one time. I remember when I go box him.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I go box him. And him just, I don't know why I'm going around, I go tell mommy, say, mom, I just call me and say, box are back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then if I want to do it, I can't free it, so I look back, she said, box are back. And then him take them and him come. But when him glad him just go, whoop, and just lego him man in my face. I beg, but I can't lick him back. And mommy stand up there. She said, never you dare put your hand in him face again. When our brother and sister are not supposed to fight. You understand?
That was a good one by mommy.
Me say, me not lick
Yeah.
him again after that.
Why I feel like me don't want to be a brother then?
I said, boy, him lego him hand in my face, me I tell you, it's like you could have see the satisfaction. It's like it tear everything dry up same time, and him just smile and just walk because I'm back to my back, and I couldn't do nothing about it because I did stand up there. So yeah, me understand them ways there.
I say Pamela saying hi Dennis, you reach. Thank God. Really? I thank
Finally,
God for you,
go.
Pamela. I thank God for you, Pamela.
So tell me something, Dennis. You always want to be an actor?
Actor, no, never. That was furthest from my mind.
So you end
Furthest.
up here, so.
Huh?
So you end up here, so.
I tell you, life have some twists and turns, and that's why I have to big up Orville, so because he has been this way from his youthful days. You understand? I don't know
Mm,
about the acting part of it, but as it relates to what he's professing now, the dancing and stuff like that, he has always
mm.
been dancing, yeah,
Yeah.
and he has it out. For me, I've gone into so many different things in life, you know. Telling people that I'm a plumber now, they would have say, "A what?"
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a certified plumber and stuff like that, and that is my major earning. Of course,
Yes.
I work with the water company. I won't call the name.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we understand. We understand.
Yeah, and outside of the water company, it is my trade. I'm a plumber by trade.
And we are going to talk a little bit about that
Yeah, man.
soon.
But as it relates to acting now, Trudy, let me tell you where all of this may have come from. We used to go to the cinema a great deal as children. And most of the times, if not all, when we go to the cinema, it's always karate shows that we're watching.
Oh, Jesus.
And once you go in the cinema, them say you catch the fever, man.
Yeah, man.
You see, when the show done and you come out in a middle crossroads, and me
Fear
and
the
Harvey, you understand? I put out some karate thing between me and them, you understand?
Yeah.
Flight and all them stuff there, you have to hold if you go out in a bus and all them stuff there, man.
Yeah.
So I guess that sort of activity would have probably had some kind of ingrainment in our systems. I remember my first time on a stage, I was going to a basic school, and I did a poem by the name of My Blue Overall. Now, blue overall, they make it out of some pretty paper, or blue pretty paper, and then put a big red pocket in the front. And I remember, I think I could have been about 7 at the time, 6 or 7, I remember. And I went on the stage, and this was the poem. My blue overall. See my blue overall, trimmed with red, with buttons sewn on, with stout black thread. I have 2 roomy pockets for toys or gifts or anything. End of poem. I'm just bow and walk off of the stage. I always remember that poem because it is the first time that I've been on a stage. I mean, when I go up on the stage now, when I say, stage fright had kill me,
Yeah.
But when you just decide, say, I will get it done.
Yeah.
Because when I came in, I stood to the back of the stage and bow, and then say, come up, like me, or somebody from backstage say, come up, come up, more. And then I came up to center stage, and then my bow, and just say my poem fast, and I don't even look at the reaction of the crowd. There's no so me I walk off, me here, and bag of clapping. You understand?
Yeah.
And I had blue overall for years, and a rat come bite stuff, Yeah,
all right. So so that is.
Yeah.
But not you're afraid of the stage because you're afraid them boo you off the stage. Who that woman there? Oh, Dennis one big woman. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just see was a big woman face. You push by your face for them.
Yeah, but
So
I know you were.
I know you were afraid.
Yeah.
Because you're afraid them boo you or whatever. That's like a fear. I mean that's a every actor fear. Were you ever booed off stage before?
Hold on. Before we even go there, so quickly go through it. One of the things that would have brought us into acting, because you ask if I ever thought about it. I guess probably you'll probably ask, but we used to have a youth club in the area, and we used to put on concerts and stuff like that. And once we put on concerts, say we are gonna get involved. Everybody know me at Orville in that way. You understand? We're kind of upfront when it come on to them something there. The first time we went on a stage in the era when they put on a concert, we were doing gymnastics at the time. Because we can flick on them something still now. We can still walk.
Yeah, you still do it.
You know that? Yeah.
Yeah.
From them time probably we can't do some of the things them now. No, probably. We can't do some of the things them now.
Yeah.
But I can still flip over on them stuff there and walk on my hand. So that was the first thing that we did on that youth club stage. You understand? The next time it was some kind of play. And in them days when people say them do play, them just tell your lines what I say. You understand?
And on script. Yeah.
And these little skits, it's not really plays, skits would have been like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that sort of thing. So while doing that, there was never the thought of pursuing this at any point, really. There was no thought. You were just doing it for the entertainment content. One thing I knew is that back then, it always felt good when after you do something, you hear people clap.
Yeah.
That kind of appreciation. So that probably in and of itself would have probably been a driving force that would have propelled us into theater, really. Let me talk about me. Propelled me into theater.
Yeah. So but the question is though, coming out to see I go around it. You ever get bored off a stage yet?
Um, yes. I want to tell you this, I think so,
All
I
right.
think so. I had an episode once. But I find it funny. All right. Let me tell you something. I take theater very seriously.
Yeah.
And if I don't please an
It's funny,
audience,
so you sound exactly like Arvin, but go on talk, yeah. Come tell me about the boy you get off a stage now.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I remember I didn't never play it too, as a matter of fact.
Lie.
Yeah, man. I mean, me and Abel started theater same time, We went on stage the
Okay.
very same time, When we
Yeah.
started coming to theater,
Yeah.
we went on stage the same time, the same
Okay.
night.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so
You can call the name of my player, you know want to do that.
eh?
Alright, go on talk.
It's a market mumpy, man, but nobody never remember them play there.
Okay,
We
alright.
had, yeah, all of them play the way I just do with the audience and them just take a feed.
Yeah.
Um, we know so that crowd they always hard to please doing it truly because I remember, you see, the Jamaicans in particular, I realized that they gravitate to, especially back then, and
Yeah.
even now, but back then I know that they gravitated to a certain kind of theater. It have to be
Yeah.
kind of raunchy. You
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
me? If some skin can show, them love them something too. You
yeah.
understand?
A little wine
Um,
up and so.
yeah, man. So this play that we were doing, it was from a different standpoint. It was about happenings within a market setting. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
it would not have been the contemporary set that you'd go and you'd probably see rooms or passages. What you're seeing like stalls. You're seeing banana trash on the stage. Them
Yeah.
sort of you understand? And
Yeah.
you see people walk around and sell things and them stuff there.
Yeah.
No, I remember after we set up the stage the evening,
Where was this?
St. Thomas, actually, a place named
Oh, hey, no
Chronicles.
play with them. Hey, you see country people, let me telling you something. You see that country crowd there. You
Yeah,
can't.
man.
You have to be careful when you go there, man. As some
You
scare
don't mess with
people, them,
You don't mess with them. You don't mess with
Yeah,
them.
man. Me know.
So I remember we were there now, but these people, so country people come show late. The
Yeah.
show started for 8:30, I think. And it's like 10 o'clock, people are take them time at 3 o'clock come in, and we had a full house, We had a full house. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
But when the man walk in early, I see the man look up on the stage, and the man look up on the stage with him face look vexed. I wonder why this
Yeah.
man look, because,
Hi, Maxine. Yeah.
and Mr. Man say, yo, where the bed there? I'm not in a bed,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's expecting that for him to see a stage, I'm supposed to see a bed.
Bed,
Because
yeah, bed after than them. Yeah.
some activity must have, bro.
Yeah.
But truly, as it would have been, the show went on and it started to portray the market thing and all them stuff there. People are
Yeah.
saying, yo, oh, me not see nobody there with nobody. Well, go on, So, we start finding that funny, We start finding it funny. No, I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be a fish vendor named Jack Spratt. It's
Yeah.
too long knife me carry me and scale my fish them,
Yeah.
I'm the baddest thing in the market. Really and truly, Jack Spratt, they have too much mouth in just chat, because he can't really defend him chat still,
Yeah.
Claims bag of bucket and stuff like that. And I guess the people were so out of tune with the play that when me come on and I go on with my bad self, which sometimes, Jamaicans love say a bad man character,
Yeah.
me come on and me a talk tough. The mirror man say, yo, if I come off of the station. Man tell you more I say though.
Eh.
And I say, and the bed boy I say.
This
Some
was the
action
same man.
boy I say.
This is the same man from when it just start.
A
Him
couple of
same
them.
one.
He was an instigator. But
Okay.
like he was
Yeah.
riling the crowd. And then it seemed as if the crowd did love them kind of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, man.
I remember that all when I come out there and go on bad, man say, yo, come off of the stage, man. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they were talking, we always say, yo, the man they can chat, man. Me still I find this funny.
Yeah.
Truly, we actually finished the play.
Yeah.
But when a curtain call time,
Yeah.
Everybody the backstage and man I say, boy, now go out there, you know. You want to go out there? I say, boy, I don't know me, you want to go out there, you know, man. Him say, come man, come, we could just go out there, go do the curtain call. The light come up, you know. Everybody come, you know, but they stood closer to the doors,
So
the
they couldn't
exit.
run off.
You understand? So when them say them call names, I will bow. Trudy. You see, as the light, because while them a call out name, you know, me hear the people in the pod, yo, we want back with money. What can I eat and show this? And one bag of nice. So that's how I work with them people, man. I'm saying I just want them to call so we can get off the stage. Truly, as they called the last name and the lights went. Everybody started fight for go through different doors. And some lick up on the stage, you know, man. And some buckle, and then you know what happened? We stayed backstage until probably another hour and a half, you know, when we do the place clear. You understand? When we go to leave, you know, man, I mean, Morant be clear. Because we had to stay backstage for a while. And I just found it. Yeah. I love to please people though. I love to know that the crowd is entertained. And even at this stage now, I prefer to know that they're entertained. Not just to go up there to spit words just for people to laugh or to spit words for just sheer entertainment. There must be some kind of educational content. You must can take away something from it. You understand? We try not to make stories too serious because I think people come at theater for being depressed.
Yeah.
You understand? So there has to be some value of comedy. But we package it in such a fashion that, you know, and I'm more for that now at my stage. Yeah.
But back again, so, and even though I don't want to call the name, but I mean, that wouldn't be the first time some mishap happened down by, I think as I say, more base. I think they had a show and some actors or actor never turn up.
Yeah,
and
man.
The place nearly shell down and nobody get beaten.
At this stage, I guess names can be called really because
Let me just
person,
you know.
well, you don't call a name. I can. I can.
All right.
There's no burden to bear because everybody knows. Well, no, I can't say everybody because younger folks wouldn't really know Ralph Holness.
Yeah.
Ralph Holness, you know, was a giant in the business. One of the biggest names in Roots Theatre. He brought Roots Theatre to a place where, you know, where it was recognized. A lot of people made a living from it.
Yeah.
He toured, you know, toured the world with it.
Yeah.
So, kudos to the man. But
yeah, man.
I don't know because I wasn't a part of his thing at the time when that transpired. I would have been very new to theater then too. But I was of a different production. And the production that I was really a part of was persons that defected from him. You understand? And started their own thing. And that would have been my first time in theater. And then I heard that he was supposed to have had the show. I don't know. It seemed as if there was some trouble in the camp between him and the actors.
Yeah.
And well, I won't call actor's name now.
Right.
And they refrained from turning up the show. Turning up to the show.
More than one. Oh, it was more than one. I thought it was one.
I think it's just a couple. It's just about three of them. Three main actors didn't turn up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The others, I think others were there, you know. But the three main actors didn't turn up. And of course, that threw everything into disarray. Because they never had understudies at the time to have done the show. And monies were already collected. And monies had already left the venue. So even when persons were clamoring for their money back, there's money to give them. Yeah. He went through a rough time, and I think that started the demise of Ralph in terms of going down the hill, you know, which of course it was a sorry end, but you know, but much that is basically, you know, how that went. You know, I've never had that kind of experience per se, because me can't talk about something that turn up in a show. Yeah. I remember an episode that I stood out for my money. Because I was disrespected after all the work that I did for this company. You understand, where I was in the position of an assistant director. Even though being labeled with assistant, I did all the work. I rewrote the script. You understand? All of that. I was not acknowledged because I don't know that they would have paid me extra. You understand? Which they weren't. And I was putting that to them. I said, look here, the least that you can do, you understand? Because I'm not just in this business just for the joyride.
Right.
Understand that I'm a part of this business because I love it and people see my dedication to it. You don't see it. You understand? So whatever way that I can be seen in the space, just give me my props. As an assistant director, please put my name on the poster. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you for money. And I realize that time and again we'll be going to venues and I'm not seeing my name.
Yeah.
Yeah? They were using the name of this person that was associated with the Observer back then. And because he had some kind of repute, they wanted to use him. You know, and I remember at one point in the play, I was hungry. And my girlfriend then, wife now, at the intermission break, brought some food for me. Kentucky. And I you know, because I get a little, you know, to have. And she was there with me. And the producer came around and saw that she was there and started a little thing as if he wanted to embarrass me in front of her, you know. So, you know, I stood my ground then and I said, listen to me. Understand that the second act is not going to be started with me in it.
Get your money.
You're going to find your way around it. You understand?
Yeah.
I never ever want to put people to the sword like that.
Yeah.
Even thinking back now, it was a very hard stance. But sometimes, Trudy, in life, sometimes you have to stand your ground.
Stand for something. Yeah, true.
Yeah, man. You have to stand your ground and make people know that you're serious.
Serious.
You understand? Because after that, I tell you, I kid you not, no step was taken of me.
Yeah.
None. You understand? Persons realize how serious I was about the business and that because you weren't paying me, you understand? You owed me for shows, and this is how you're going to speak to me? Take time to find out a lion mouth.
You must have never remember.
I can be a lion.
You never remember.
Yeah, man, I can be a lion, man. So take time, take your out a lion mouth, man.
Yeah. But Dennis, that is one ordeal. But you did go through a situation one at a time, then. A little, like you did go foreign. You know what I talk about? You want to talk about that?
Talk to me again, no?
Yeah, man, when you were supposed to go on tour, and you pack up yourself and go on a foreign and get stranded.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Just turn that thing down for me, please. Turn that thing down for me, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, man. And I you know, say I just got a job then. I just got a job then. Where I come from, you know.
Yes, I just realized the amount of things I want to ask you, we're not can do it tonight because we start so late.
Yeah,
but, we can
just
have a part two.
Just for people to out there, the white in my face, while it has to do with a little bit of age, I've been in theater since 1991. All right, so you can it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think I'll be racking up near 50 plays now, but that is for another time. Well, let me tell you something, Trudy. You see, ultimately, when you're in the business, you want to always progress. Sometimes progression comes seemingly quicker for some than others. And I remember
somebody just do the max, 29 years, long time.
Yeah, at the time when I went on that tour, I would have been.
Somebody was asking what shows you perform in, and now we'll soon talk about that. Yeah, go on talk.
Yeah, man. I would have been in theater for what? 5, probably about 4 years. 4 years prior to that opportunity. Now, everybody just they want to travel. You understand?
Yeah. Everybody look forward to that when them go in a theater, them get to go foreign. Yeah.
Opportunity came after I just got my job.
Yeah.
You understand? A couple months into my job, and I tell you this quickly. I was working. I remember I did an interview for that job. Yeah. And when I did the interview for that job, I got through with another job a year before. Yeah, man.
I see. Yeah.
A year before. And I remember after a full year in that particular job, I had a dispute with the sales manager. The managing director, not the sales manager, the managing director. I think he was a snob and he was pretty rude. And then apparently him never meet no other employee like me, who I don't like the disrespect. I like when if you have an issue, deal with it as a boss to a employee. Don't make it look like me a boy or don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
And I recall his words were terse, and I found it offensive, and I in no uncertain terms made him know that I'm not really take them kind of thing there from he, she, or the old lady. Only to find that that happened the Wednesday, and I was just so I just didn't like it, leave a bitter taste in my mouth. I didn't go work the Thursday. Friday morning, walk in here, so I later them I give me a fire me. So yeah. Lo and behold, I was fired. I go through the gate, I remember, and see them ID in my hand. I turn back and walk down the office and throw it inside there, give them. And reach out the gate, my phone ring. I said the job that I did a year, the interview a year before.
Yeah.
My phone ring before I exit the gate of the company. They asked me if I'm still interested.
Nice.
So I was out of work the Friday, walking into a job I think it was the Monday, or I told them that I'd probably need a little time. So I think I went in about the Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. Yeah, man. So I was that job now. I was in that job for a couple months, and then the opportunity came because I was always still doing theater then.
Yeah.
So, the opportunity came, and when them say we will be traveling for just about 2 weeks, we take leave same time. Because in that job, I think I was in the job long enough to take some leave.
Yeah.
And I take 2 weeks leave. 2 weeks stretched out into 6 months.
Yeah.
You travel. Hey, you see, we never travel, Trudy. I pack my things every now and them time that you'd have some bag where you put a zip and them just open up big, wide, where you can pack enough things and feel big now, I tell all the people, only for people tell say, yeah, I go foreign, and thing and yeah, man. And my son still, over for kiss goodbye, virgin them, little more, yeah. So I'm going airport, go miss my flight. First time, not the first time for travel, but the first time for the tour. I miss my flight. So I must about, me 12 me screechy back in the area,
Yeah, can't make the
money. Trudy, I said, turn up the alien, say to me, and said, yo, that is nothing, say, God, I'm I'm just saying, I will not talk to. Fly go to the yard now, all my mother said, come there, yard, she shocked, She said, we are there.
Yeah.
Mr. Flight, I'm going to leave tomorrow.
So that was a sign, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a sign.
Anyways, them days they have to pay 50 US extra.
Yeah.
I'll pay 50 US and run out the next day. And it was actually a Caribbean tour, largely. We started in I think it was Barbados or Antigua, one of them places there. And I was in Grenada for a while. I stayed in Grenada for a month, but my longest time spent was in Trinidad. Now, let me tell you something. There are a lot of life lessons to be learned. Not all that glitters is gold.
True.
And not the opportunity that you see comes along is well wishing or it is good. You understand?
Yeah.
Them also said the first water hog seen wallow. So I think it was just a water that I saw and wallowed. Being a hog. Yeah. I could have lost my life even in situations because lo and behold the guy that arranged the whole thing for us to travel he was actually a dealer. When I say dealer, I talk about drug dealer.
But no, yeah.
But he was using the show as a masking agent, if so to say, so that he could, you know, carry on him shenanigans.
Ring some money.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, I feel good being go up there, you know, because I was more or less like a tour manager, because I had to take care of the people generally, you know, like
Yeah.
on all them stuff there, work out, when them forget them money and all them sort of stuff there. You know, so I had a lot on my plate at that time. And I would have to meet with the different promoters and stuff like that. And what happened is that things started to go sour with this man, and he abandoned us. He abandoned us. I remember I wanted. Surely I can't go through that story. That story too long. But I remember. Yeah, man. It long.
Give it the juicy
Yeah, man.
parts.
I remember one time I was owed some money, you know, and I took my last when I called the promoter. The promoter said he'll be at home, so you know I can come. I'm the last bus here, you know.
Yeah.
And I will be traveling like from downtown, because it was from Port of Spain to I was traveling from a place named Arima to Port of Spain, which have been the distance from about downtown, maybe from downtown to Spanish Town. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I would know after I take the bus and reach there, so I had to walk an extra probably 3 miles. Because I never have no taxi to take around in yard. Because once I get to Port of Spain, you have to take a taxi to his house. And I walked to his house. When we reached the man that day, you know, no sooner than that, the rains came. I don't know nobody. I run, I start running to see if I can find the park. When we reach the park, of course, there was no shelter. It's under a tree. I sit down, soaking wet. I thought, I think that was almost the end of me there. Because I just felt like, no, I should just walk to the embassy, consulate, whatever it was there, and just ask them for a voluntary deportation. Because it started to feel a little overbearing. You understand? Anyways, we found a way to get out of that place. You understand? After a couple shows, persons love the shows and stuff like that, but we never benefited the way that we wanted to. Because even coming back home, we had to be calling people to get tickets to get back to our house, get back to Jamaica.
Plane ticket to get back to
Yeah,
Jamaica.
man. Yeah, man. And you know, as a captain would do, I ensure that every last one of us left, and I was the last one to leave Trinidad. The last one. When I hit the soil of Jamaica, you know when you feel like a burden lift?
Yeah.
Because it was only after I came off the plane that I felt like a burden was lifted. When I walked into my yard, I broke down. I cried. Because I remember at one point in time when this man abandoned me, people approached me for money. Drugs people asked me. I mean, when I was there at one point in time, I changed about 12 cars, you know. Because people are all these things. Yeah, man, it was horrific, man. It was horrific. You understand?
So people were looking for him.
Things I wasn't used to. I stood and watched them cut thing there open, cut a suitcase open and line it with cocaine.
Wow.
We stopped and do it. And I was like, you know, because let me tell you where antenna should have gone up, but it didn't go up for me. The monies that were coming into the islands were coming in my name. Amigo Western picked them up. But I was always thinking it was money to fund the show.
What a setup.
Yeah, man. I was thinking it was always money to fund the show. A guy come pick me up one morning. I'm going to go and ask me if I can go somewhere. I can go for some. As somebody want to go shoot.
What you say?
Yeah, man. I had to get real serious. I said, General, I'm not come here so for them something I won't up to. You understand?
Yeah.
The guy was supposed to go back to Canada and decide say the guy got dead before he go to Canada. And I me them make transport the man.
And you not even have a clue. You not even
I've never been told truth. But those are you know, not the greatest of memories. Every time I think back about it still, I kind of get a little emotional. But you know, the thing is that I am here today and I can speak about it now. You know?
come on.
I just think that man was wicked in terms of what he did, turning his back on me. And then when persons were trying to contact him, he was telling the persons them to come to me for the money because I'm have the money. I walk out of a show one night and when I come out of the show, some man out there wait for me and said that the man send them to me.
Them to you.
Yeah, them to me. I said like what? I said I was the one who put on the show. I said it's not me put on the show and whatever I get from this is just for buy food and eat. And for the people and get them money where them can buy food and eat too. I'm not the promoter. Because that is how that show that night, is me link with the man, link with the promoter on the ground, and tell him say we have something because of money me I look, and tell him that we have a product from Jamaica and stuff like that. And the man see it, like it, and put up the show.
Oh.
So he never the last thing because there wasn't much time to promote. But persons left satisfied watching the show.
Yeah.
We were hoping that that would have been some kind of a something that would have propelled us to other shows. And we got some stint with some other comedians. While I was there, Blacker Ellis even came there and performed Imam Bello at the time when I was there. Dion Silvera, at the time she was a part of a particular group and they came there and saw me. You understand? Yeah. But it was when them come and I go about them business, me they suffer. Thank God I'm here.
Yeah, that's scary though. And that was your first time in Trinidad, right?
It was as a tour, it was the first time. It was horrible. Horrible. You understand? So a bunch of stuff could have happened. I mean, one night some people trailed me. And it was only the person in the car that told me that you're being trailed. Because I wasn't even noticing. And when I start drive a certain kind of way, and see the car up on my tail, I realize that. Only to find out, is the man them want to get to, So apparently they want to hold on for me and send word to him.
Okay.
Because
so you would have been like a ransom, so if them want you. But then you know, so that would have your supper though.
Hey, I tell you, man. A years me I drive, and some knows a man can drive.
Yeah. Oh, you drive your way outside?
Yes, man.
Okay.
For good catch me, man, A years man I drive, man can drive.
Yeah. So somebody was asking, like, what shows have you been in?
I think I've been poor with records of my shows. I don't know that I've done myself justice in terms of.
All right, so let me stop. Let me tell you one remember. You come in a Maama man as Officer Tanso. It was Maama man?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Maama. That was the first production I saw you in. Them tell me a little picnic. And you did one of the.
Oh, that's Andy Ken.
Shoot, what name again, Dennis? You're coming and show, I don't remember it.
Pastor Houdini.
It was yes, Pastor Houdini.
Granny Road Part 2.
Yes, Granny Road Part 2. Yes. So yes, people. So him do that. It was him coming a Betta Must Come. Betta Must Come was a movie, and it was the police, the crooked police were leading man them down at Green Bay.
I was Mel Seaton's principal to here in Joint Tenants.
I don't reach there yet. Right. So he was in the 3rd season of Joint Tenants as Mel Seaton's principal. That's where I met Dennis, by the way. He was the teacher in The Students. Mel Seaton was in that show as well. And Dennis, enough things you're coming as still, but I thought the one that we know about. And then he did Living Dangerously and Campaign Popping in my production.
Then no, Under My Nose?
Under My Nose. Yeah, you weren't Under My Nose? No, you didn't Under My Nose? Oh, yeah, Little Wicked.
The Rasta?
Yes, remember, the Rasta man. Yeah, man, yes, I remember that. That was Under My Nose Part 5?
Part 3.
3.
Yeah.
How much sequel did it have?
It was up to 5,
Was up to 5, but
I did 3 and 4 for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
4 didn't get much of a run. But 3 got a lot around. It gained a lot of traction because that is on YouTube. Person then come to town.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah, guys, so
person,
if you don't want to see him, then come to town, you will
yeah,
see Dennis in then come to town. Just type in then come to town on YouTube, and you will see
as the Rasta.
as the Rasta named Little Wicked. Dennis, you ever get in a no like no physical like yeah nobody have no like argument backstage and then care come on the stage with you or nothing like that.
um. No, not really.
No? Okay.
I think it was this one episode because you know when I came into theater, I've heard of brawls on the set that you know
Yeah.
people you know you have 2 girls who is along with a male actor and they have a scene that they it is actually a scene they're supposed to be fighting in an acting sense, but it
Lord
became
Jesus,
really
it turned in
physical.
a real fight.
Yeah, man, till the set all tear down and all these things. Those
Wow.
those horror stories, I've heard of them. I've
Yeah.
seen situations where persons would have almost become physical with people too. I remember
Yeah.
there was this situation once with this particular lady. I don't remember what happened, but there was a scene that she was supposed to be talking to me in a threatening fashion, just pointing her fingers in my
Yeah.
face. Lo and behold, on the set, she
Yeah.
grabbed me, draped me, you know, her hand underneath my neck with a baton in my face. No, she wasn't even supposed to have a baton. And she had
Yeah.
the baton, she was like poking it in my face.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that, is this for real? This lady looks like she's losing it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, anyways, at the end of the scene, you know, we were working at the Ward Theatre then. And the
Yeah.
beauty of the Ward Theatre is that you had many different changing rooms. And
Yeah.
you can be one by yourself. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember we walked off the set, she walked inside the changing room,
Yeah.
and she didn't realize I walked in behind her. I was walking there and I closed the door. And I turned to her and I said, listen to me. Stage. And whatever it is that you think that you wanted to have done, I wouldn't have done anything to you on the stage. Just remember that the scene usually ends here.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to go up there and look bad for anybody. Not even for you.
Sure.
But just remember that the scene ends. Even more so, the play ends.
Yeah.
And that was it, and I
Come
just
up
walk
on the
out.
stage.
Yeah, man, just walk out our changing room, man. Just
Yeah.
make sure you're not gonna come up there so come get. I mean, don't do that. Don't
But
do
then
that.
it's something about it
This
happens
one
to you.
happen. You ever hear them say when somebody want tell you them something them go drink rum when they want to tell you them mind them go drink rum. So it looked
Nobody
like
ever hear, but we can imagine that.
it looked like being on the stage was her rum.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. One quick.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's I get late, but I just want to ask you a couple more quick questions.
Okay.
So I remember one time you were sharing with me a story. You say after the incident that happened, you forgot your lines.
Yo, I can't look here. Persons who are aspiring to get into theater and stuff like that, guys, never lose yourself in a character to the point that you can't control yourself. And always remember that whenever you are going to administer blows to anybody, that you must do it in a way that it seems real, but it is not.
It's in a
No,
real, yeah.
play, and Orville was a part of that play also. It named False Prophet. And of course, him was the false prophet, not me. I was a
Yeah.
student. And I had a little girlfriend in the show named Cutie. No, that's a girlfriend on stage.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what was the situation, and me I tell her off.
Yeah.
And I remember using the word, but that's scripted though, you know, it's not, it wasn't me. You know, it was scripted,
Yeah.
but sometimes when you get into the line, you sound so real, you know, and I
yeah.
look, say, you know, you're behaving as if you're nothing but a common whore. And when I used the word whore, because when I was talking to her, you know, I realized that tears were welling up in her eyes. You understand?
But you
And
think
she was,
she act?
yeah, yeah. It looked like she really act, man, you know. I say you're nothing but you're behaving as if you're nothing but a common whore. Trudy, my God. A long
Hold on,
eh?
hold on, hold on, hold
A
on,
long,
hold on. Yeah, what you say? You freeze out. Sorry, go on.
and I go around so, but me I wonder where she put her hand way around the supper. They say what? Oh, what go on? Trudy, me see the hand coming up. And I say, I don't mean that dog lick. Trudy, when the hand come up, I realize say it out for catch me them. You see me come up with that dog? Trudy, me say, when the lick connect, all my ears, it's like people are laugh, but me not hear them.
Yeah.
Say, I could remember, and I had to, I was like trying to hold my composure, my make up a face, and I say, you see you, just walk off of the stage like, I'm upset. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
backstage. Anybody know what I'm supposed to say right here, sir? Anybody know? And it's like somebody tell me and brought me back to ground. And I say, I'm gonna go back out and finish the scene. But man, tell you, man,
Take you out of character.
Box me out of character. Me see the people man make up nice and I laugh and I'm not hearing them. Me not hear them.
She nearly deaf you put her deaf.
Trudy, nearly bust me as I tell you, man.
Yeah, see, people don't know these things, I remember one time, this have nothing to do with anybody, but I remember one time I was on stage one night, and that was when I was in Over My Dead Body. I play Melcita character. I'm in a character, I flash my skirt, I'm go on for Milton and Mildred, and I just go in the room, I'm slam the door. Dennis, it's when I slam the door. You see when I slam the door, Dennis?
Yeah.
I'm a finger that I slam the door upon,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And I say, Dennis, when the pain lick me, I say, Jesus, so my finger come off another door there. So I look on it. Because I said to myself, hold on, Trudy, hold on, don't look. Don't look, because if you look, the show I forgot stop. And people spend their money. Nobody no business say finger lock off in a door. You need to deliver your lines. Them, what the time I deliver the line, and then I come off on the stage. I'm going to take a deep breath. But when I look, the finger did burst, but it never come off. I'm not happy about that. But me, I tell you, man, you get some injuries. When enough people are inflict injury upon you, you inflict injury upon yourself. Trust me.
I had an injury, but that was not this. It was not on stage. I had it going to the show. Talk about going play cricket. Before. Now, I for persons who are joining this live, if you want to see anything that I do, well, just go to YouTube and look for Den Come to Town. I played the Rasta. Now there's a scene in it where I was being knocked silly by a guy. But thump me up in the ear. Now, may I tell you something about that jumping up in the ear thing that Trudy. The day I was supposed to have had show, and I think it was supposed to have been at Stephanie Hall. But I was playing cricket in the yard in the day with my son. And him bowl a ball. And I missed the ball. And it dropped right to my ankle. Sorry. I don't know if it's a nerve it drop on, I start feel sick. My stomach start feel nauseous. I forgot lay down bad feelings that take me, I sweat. I said, no man, something wrong, yes, man. Nobody, no. And my foot me get licked on, it can affect my stomach. And my head hurt, me feel dizzy. They got me call something. Now when I get pies, they call dizzy. I said, no man, something wrong with that ball there. Truly, in a no time, my foot swell big. I'm at the show for dinner in the evening, Truly, I hop. Generally, I would probably I would walk with my flight pack, I remember, and I could take the bus then.
Yeah.
I have to charter a taxi.
Yeah.
I have to charter a taxi. Yes, so I have to do the show tonight.
Yeah.
So I have to jump through it. Oh God, man. I'm jumping up. But nobody know the pain I'm feeling, man. You see, honestly, man. I thought, as my mother would have said, she think her heartstring have a cut.
Yeah.
I feel some pain. And that would have been like an injury that I would have suffered before going on the set. I don't recall getting injured on the set. I remember one time Orville, and my wife was a part of theater then, you know, and I remember she was doing a show with Orville. Them time me never know her. Back in the day. I think it was Bun for Bun, part
Yeah.
2 at the time. And there was a part on the where she and a woman supposed to have some altercation, and Orville
Yeah.
supposed to come in for part them. And my wife back off in a man. And when she rush in a man, it's a fly kick. She fly kicking a girl, move up to play in a man. Right the Orville mouth, you know. Right the Orville mouth. No. No. Hold on the one. Hold on the Trudy. Hold on. The night Orville come in, I was like, he must have didn't want him, mommy to say in face or anything like that. So mommy go see it.
Yeah.
Mommy say, how happened to you? So it must say, you know, it's an accident. She said, what kind of accident? So I explain the accident. I said, no, an accident that a long time that girl want to do something.
Figure out the
You're supposed to kick somebody else and she end up a kick you.
Yeah.
Out here, so mouth then. Out here, so everybody, when we talk, mommy, if you had, what you say, because when you talk, you have,
Oh my gosh.
About the bus bad. And it freak her out. It freak her out, man, for a long time.
You never lose on them teeth them.
Eh?
A good thing you never lose on them teeth them.
Man, because that side way him turn, so he catch him lip full. So, you know, it never smash against his teeth, it goes sideways. Yeah, they lip all together. You know?
Yo, may I tell you some things? I remember the last series I showed, but I don't know if you remember when with the Barrack Theatre, when we had the campaign popping, I'm gonna drop through the makeshift stage.
Feel one there.
Yo.
Yeah, that was a hard one. I stepped up the stage and never realized, remember I said the stage was so close to the steps.
No,
and
man. There was an
into,
opening in the stage. There was an opening, so you have the glow tape on the edge. So I look on the glow tape and I say, oh, right, it's a solid surface.
Yes.
I'm going to just step right through your Andrew Ballo through it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Rock goes scrape me up. But you have a pop on stage yet? I drop on stage already and people think a part of the show, you know?
Hey, look here, man. Two of my funny moments in theater. But the person who introduced me to theater, he still does his thing every now and then. He would appear as Charles Laird in some stand-up comedy and stuff like that. His name is Joshua Tamlin. You know, he's still doing his thing, and I really appreciate him for bringing me into the theater space. Yeah, he was very instrumental in Orville and I integrating into this space. I remember one time we're gonna do a show at Grange Hill and him and Cushy. You know Cushy?
Yeah. I don't know her personally, but I know her, yeah.
No, was it Grange? No, it wasn't Grange Lane. It was somewhere in St. Elizabeth. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the people them go away and go drink and come back drunk, you know.
Who do that? The actor them?
Yes. They went away and drink and come back intoxicated, you know. I talk loud and them kind of thing there.
Yeah.
I used to do the show. There was a part where I'm supposed to hold her. And then, you know, she's supposed to hold him back and say, let me go and stuff like that. And he wants to see the two people stagger, you know. Some in the backstage, you know. Little after that, I see them come, everybody the backstage. Some I say, is what happened? The scene done already? Them say, no. Pushy and Tommy drop on the set and tear down. So, you know, say, them have to black out and everybody in the backstage while them build back the set. There was a time when I was doing a show at a place named KD's Keg. KD's Keg is in Westmoreland. That was on the beach. You do the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we set up the set and thing the night. And I remember, I kid you not, there was a puff of wind that came. And when me turn on for going to my door, going to my room, the whole I set out for the land and some part of one of the plywood gun I see. Yeah, man. Because they're close to the beach side, you know.
Yeah.
Blew off the set. We have to build up at the second night. You understand? People don't know. We have to sit down and wait another couple of minutes well for the guys to reconstruct the set. Part of blow off. You know?
Yo,
and when I turn for go up the door, I come to the door and move. I say, wait, I want to go on the door, God. God out there, see. I say, I joke like this.
Yo, I remember one time I was doing Adopted Child. I made a play Stella Rita. But I know, sometimes when you're up there, I don't know if it ever happened to you, it's like you're deep on a roll. You know what I mean? And you get a joke and people just, I mean, you just like you just catch a joke them. Because you know, timing is everything.
Yeah.
And I go and good and I share the show, you know. And that's something I normally do in a rehearsal. I never normally do it in a show. But that night, then I just feel like to just do a bad pose and just lean on the door. Then
Yeah.
if someone comes and I lean on the door give way straight through the door, I'm going to drop off my stage, you know. Me share. So, oh, Belinda
You know,
in a
you
show.
know, this is
Because
like
Belinda have a
something.
style, eh? Well, I
You
know
know,
Belinda have a style.
yeah.
Belinda said nobody not catch she laugh on the stage. Before she laugh on the stage, Belinda beg up said before she laugh on the stage, she come off on the stage. So you see, after me drop through the door, I keep myself up, coming back, and me I try hold it. And she me see I look like she try pop up noise, so she try run come off of the stage. Cause
Yeah.
she don't want nobody say she laugh, and me shame, so me I try run off of the stage, cause me don't want nobody see my face, cause me want laugh, and the two always stuck in her door.
So you stuck your door laugh.
The two always stuck in her door. Me say the show break for about 5-10 minutes, me I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Them a laugh and me a laugh and she a laugh and everybody a laugh. Yeah,
Well,
man. Ah boy.
some
No.
some backstage happenings. You'd have this guy where we used to work with years ago. He had a bad habit though. Him sweat profusely on stage. I don't know why him sweat so much.
You mean by the man have a bad habit him sweat profusely?
No, that's not the
It's not
bad
a
habit.
habit,
That's not the bad habit. He sweats
oh.
profusely. Maybe because I said you think that's it. No, but when he comes off the stage, he'll see somebody's drink backstage and ask, "Whose drink this?" And we'll just drink the drink. Just drink out some and go back on the stage and stuff like that. You know, and there was this particular girl who never liked him though. And she always watch him. I do it and she say, you know something? You know, something gonna reach him. Nobody knew what she was talking about. Can I say this?
And that me I wonder where you come with, because I wonder if I would be think.
Can I say this?
Yeah man, say, but you not for call the name. We not know who.
No, I'm not calling him.
Yeah man, talk man.
The guy came off the stage one night and see a cup with some ice in it and this liquid looking like beer. How far drinks this? Nobody don't answer. I take it up and drink some of it. And then start comes up. How this feel so? Can I tell you that the girl urinated in the cup and put it up?
My finger said that. Jesus, peace.
Yeah, the one that is kind of cold, but me I tell you, say, the
So
fun
did he
that
find out?
I never find it funny, really. But
He
I mean,
found out. Jesus,
eh?
that's terrible.
People and I laugh.
That's terrible. Well, I bet him never do that again still, but that's awful.
He not touch not like that ever. You understand? They really set him up the night then. Really set him up. You know. It was
That's
awful.
Kill the kid, though. You're not feeling kill the kid.
You have to be careful. You have to be careful.
Jesus. But that's a serious joke though, because I mean some other people that probably
you wouldn't get me do stuff like that, really and truly. As I tell you, I didn't particularly find it funny, even though that I say it, I still not find it funny.
yeah,
But just
terrible
that
man.
is largely because of what he was doing, why that was done to him. You understand? Because I would like to know that I leave my drink around there and somebody just put them out on it like that. Then again, wouldn't leave my drink. To be honest, I would.
Somebody says serve him right.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, so the cookie crumble. Hold on, let me see. I mean, there are so many stories that you know, Dennis, you've played some villain characters. How people treat you when you come off of the stage? Like them treat you not different, them like you, them hate you.
I haven't played much villain characters to be honest. But
Or me always give them.
maybe I don't know if you're stereotyping me.
Oh.
I have played villain characters where I don't know if
You are
that
a villain in Betta must come, Dennis.
Huh?
You were a villain in Betta Must Come.
Oh, in the movie.
Yeah, you were.
Was I a villain? Well, you can call
Well,
it that.
I guess, in a sense.
Yeah. But I mean, to this day, people still talk. I mean, almost every day, a person still approach me about Better Must Come and make jokes about it. Or set up the man them and all them something there.
Mm.
The latest one I would have played is a production written by, of course, yours truly, that is conducting the interview. And
Yeah.
for reasons, persons, I don't know if it is that the character was played well, but persons, it was a love hate kind of
Love hate. Yeah.
love hate. You know, they'd love me and hate me at the same time. So you had persons who, because of how the story was written, the twist that came with it, persons was like, no, seriously, because
Yeah.
even though I seem to be so controlling with my wife and stuff like that in the story,
Mm.
when the plot thickened and it was found out that I was actually into human trafficking, that threw everybody off altogether, especially when they found out that the person that I had in my household as my daughter was actually a little woman. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
That's true. I
So
remember you were so
you had
uncomfortable when
persons
you
who were
first got
saying
it.
that, yeah, you had persons who were saying that, yeah, man, that happened to him, and then you had persons who were saying that can't believe him do that. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And but it was a character that persons gravitated to. Um, in liking the character for the character
I
of
think
how
it
it
was
was.
how you played the character, Dennis.
I think that is
You
it
played it
really.
well.
Yeah, so I think it kept them in tune to the story. So they love the character for that, but not for what it portrayed.
No, not yeah. And then you play two characters in that show, cause then you play the gunman now. When I have
Oh,
no sense, we have about three or what quarter dozen underpants.
yeah, well, you know that of a comic relief still, but you
Yeah,
know,
man.
Batman, yeah, talk about sir. Batman, a bad man, truly, what man, Batman, a bad man. But you know, in all of this, you know, it is not so much of a me game. I've been blessed with support, some good support cast over the
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Um, um, I've had great times. I've had not so great times, but I just know that I've had great people, including yourself, that I've worked with, and it is those memories and even the ones that we are about to make that keeps me buoyant in the whole space.
Hmm.
Because sometimes you feel like you wouldn't continue. There was a hiatus that I had taken once.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then I was largely doing my thing in church where I do a lot of plays. I wrote a lot of plays, directed a lot of plays in church. And I had taken hiatus from the commercial space for maybe a couple of years.
Yeah.
And it was right after a particular character came onto the scene
Hmm.
that they were telling me that they wanted me to work with. And I was saying that, you know, I'm not so, you know, taken by this character. I don't wish to share the space with him. Um,
Hmm.
and I felt as if I didn't really want to go any further in theater. To be honest, I
Yeah.
sat down and talked to my wife about it, and she said, if you don't feel it, then you know it's pointless trying to force yourself because you're not going to give it your all. I must say, you know,
True.
let me just chill. And I must tell you, truly, when that hiatus broke was when
Hmm.
I shared the space with you in Joint Tenants. That's when I came back
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
I was out of theater for a couple of years, and when I say
All I
out of
could
theater,
hear was just all I could hear was just good things about you. As much as you weren't in the space, like everybody that I came across that knew
yeah,
you just had the best things to say about you. So I felt like I knew you before I even met you. You
yeah, man.
know? I never
I
did like my character that Joint Tenants first them used to annoy. Yeah,
yeah,
remember.
because I started to see it on TV, and when I saw it on TV, because I've worked with the late Mr. Beale for such a while, I knew his style of writing. You understand? So the moment I saw it, I said, I bet Sir Beale write or something, you know.
Hmm.
And then I started seeing you, and I said, well, you're annoying, you, man. I said, no, sir. For the manager and the squealing in our voice. But you know, there are times in life where me talk about things and me end up in the situations, you know, because
Hmm.
in my mind me I say, boy, all you could not work with you
Could
with that
work with me.
and end up at work with you truly. I remember one I come from something, I come from bag walk, me and my wife. I mean, I cuss Taspen. I said, Taspen when I wickedest place in Jamaica because apparently there was a murder that took place that was pretty heinous. I mean, I said,
Yeah.
that one I wickedest place ever. I say, all them people, them for just drop a bomb over there. So, I saw me attack, you know. Turn right at the roundabout, you know. I'm supposed to dip on thing there. I'm supposed to dip on the bypass. You know which part?
No, that's awesome. Say the bomb they drop you when I get bomb up.
I cuss the people, I cuss Taspen, you know, and turn up in the task. The same night. There was a friend of mine met in an accident out of Riverton. I mean, I said the worst place I've ever met in an accident. Because when after he got into the accident, you know, people inside, people are helping him. I rob him, you know. They might take things off of him. And I met in an accident right at Riverton after I said that. See people are rob me.
Really?
Yeah. Me see, if I run down people close. I mean, it's a bus with about 15 people and it crash.
Mommy, I beg you up, Dennis. Yeah.
Who is that?
Mommy, me just say, Mommy make a post a while ago. Go attack.
Post right back at you, Mommy. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. It was a horrible accident. 3 persons died out of the bus. 15 of us in the bus.
That you were in?
Yeah, man. I was the only one that happened to. Persons that
was the one with and your wife was in it as well, right? Is that what you're talking about?
She almost lost her hand. That was
Yeah,
we never managed to know. You know. Yeah, man. And she almost lost her hand. To this day, she has plates in her hand, nuts and bolts and stuff in her hand still.
And it was a doctor who just decided them never dare go give up because them did a plan to take off the hand and say, boy, that's.
And they weren't getting a pulse in the hand, and they say if there's no pulse, that simply means the hand is dead. So there's no use keeping it on the body. So they were thinking about amputation, you know, and it was just this doctor who sat with her for the entire night, this junior doctor, sat with her the entire night to try to feel her hand and all stuff and like that. And about 11 o'clock in the morning, she was being prepared for theater. Oh, Lord. Wow. It was rough.
I know. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine.
It happened just about, it was about a month before my marriage, you know. And I remember she looked at me and said, if them cut off the hand, if I still ever married to her.
Poor thing.
That was a rough one. Yeah, but you know, God is good. She you know, the hand is good and it's working.
It's good, yeah. It's working and everything.
Yeah, man. So if you don't look closely, you won't realize because she have some pretty bad bruises on it still. You see the bruise up there, but the hand is very functional. So you won't know that she had lost some kind of mobility in it at the time. I remember right after the wedding because she had to get some serious painkillers, you know. Some serious painkiller to go through the wedding. And you say right after that, man, we talk about we gone a hotel, about honeymoon, honey bathing. Me say they start wear out her. The painkillers start wear out. The entire night into the morning, Trudy. You know what I'm saying? You know when people are saying, "Why, yeah, you have a wicked time with your wife," are we legal now? Nothing. Nothing but pain. Nothing but pain and crying. You understand? We had to get out of there the next day for her to go and get painkillers. Because the painkillers that she getting were mad people taking her.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It was them powerful nerve something. You understand?
Yeah.
That for the pain to subside. Yeah, so with that said, you know, I segue into that, but because I say me never your squeaky voice, I say, you know, I work with a girl and I end up I work with a girl there. I like work with a girl there. The girl is just
Oh, yeah. 8 years, about 8 years now, and 6 years at Ignite a Bell.
I think.
Yeah,
we have got a while now. We have got a little while now still, you know. I think there's a good chemistry. So we kind of understand the thing. Understand it.
Yeah, man. All right, so then
I just hope that the fans, your followers, really stay tuned to the great work that you're doing. And I must let them know unequivocally that I'm happy to be a part of it. I've never sold myself short in it, and I would never sell the production short either. I think you're doing some powerful work because you look for topical issues and to put the comedic spin to it, and people can leave, as I say, edutained.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to other great works, and yeah, just keep tuned, people, because let me tell you something. I'm not. I I'm experienced in the area, very experienced. I've worked with many producers in the space. I don't know that any has done any better than what Miss Bell is doing right now. To be honest, I don't think she's being left behind at all.
Oh,
For somebody who is fairly new, I mean, 1991, I did this thing, and she would have been a picnic them time there.
yes.
And she's here. I'm working with her, and yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of find a little chemistry go on, and we're doing our thing,
Yeah,
it's
man.
good to be part of Igniteable, and yeah, sky's the
Yeah.
limit. Big up yourself,
Yeah,
girl.
man. I can't wait to see you. We get step in as Master Rufus,
Oh,
the son of a witch. Another character out of your comfort zone, but I know you're gonna do your thing.
I like thinking I've done so many characters that are so different,
Yeah.
so different. When I look at it, and sometimes you see persons playing, you see them in different productions, and they say that they're playing a different character, but they seem so much the same.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you realize that they're more being themselves than being a character.
A character, yeah.
And I've seen where I've done stuff. And this is not tooting my horn, really. I just look at it because I always try to be different. I don't want persons to see me. You
But the
understand?
thing about it, Dennis, you as an actor have, and mommy just said it a while ago, range. Range. So you can play a Titus at one name, Tyson Mike, and then you play the gunman, and then you come in with Mr. Tato with the list tongue, where people are asking if you really have a list tongue.
Guys, remember that? They remember that? Scamping popping.
Oh, you forget Mr. Tato. In a campaign popping. Yeah, totally different characters. So big up yourself too, because you have to have the talent to execute it.
So, as you know.
And really funny, yeah. Yeah, man, because every time Dennis does a show, people always ask, yo, who the brother there? Who the brother there? Yeah, man.
I like the character. I like it.
And again, you just feel a little uncomfortable. You always feel uncomfortable when we give them.
The characters that I'm comfortable with is the characters that play well.
Let me say you're among the best in the acting field. Go on, talk, sorry.
What was that? What me say?
No, she's
I'm inspired. I'm not like to you. I'm rate you. I know everybody them say actor, a real actor. You do your thing. I mean, yes, man, you know have to say a joke or you hack, me get the joke. You understand me? Me not like people where me can just know them are forced for your laugh.
Yeah.
You know that you just come natural. I know me not like you, me rate you. You have among the best, are the best out there. Me not like you.
That coming from mommy, I tell you straight up.
Yeah, she's not easy to please. She's not easy to please.
I know somebody do something good when you hear mommy I tell you. I know that. Because your mother one person where with certain things, as you know, she's very upfront. She not, as Jamaicans just say, she not write her mouth and talk. You understand? She tell you as it is. And when you hear mommy say that, yeah man, I can put that as a feather in my cap, man. Straight.
Yeah, man.
No respect, mommy.
So when me did say it, you never did no feather, nothing. All right.
No, I never think it true there. Your mother have to tell me.
No problem. It's cool. It's cool. All right, Dennis. So thank you so much. But no say you have work up. Oh, so Dennis, you're working on this project as well. On YouTube, the Bartender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Orville's production.
Yes, Orville production. Yeah.
JA. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, guys. So you can catch him on the Bartender as well. That is Theater Expressions JA, right?
Yeah, man. It's Expressions JA.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Expressions, X, not a EX. Expressions. A Z or Z. Expressions JA. Or you can just type in the Bartender.
The Bartender, yeah.
Bartender. Yeah, and
And you
you'll
play
see.
one. Is that Obi man you play, Dennis?
You let the people watch it. I tell you that why persons here that I'm a spiritual healer and the thing. Why you telling about
All
Obia
right,
man?
sorry, spiritual. Sorry, my bad. My
I was
vocabulary limited. Sorry.
in Craigtown the other day and a little boy come up to me and say, "Tell me something, sir. Are you coming a bartender?"
Yeah.
Say, "You're watching the bartender?" Yeah. Yeah, I say, "You see me in the bartender?" Yeah, you look like the man that come in there. So I say, "What kind of man?" "I Obia man."
All right. All
Look
right.
up.
All right. Picking a
Look
tell lie.
up. So you come call Obia man. Move from here, someone.
Yeah. All right, that is so. Hopefully, we get to do this again. And
Yeah,
big up
man.
yourself. And
We talk about Dennis little son.
yeah, me just walk past a while ago. Oh, we can't share this. All right, we can't share this. We can't
What is
share
that?
this. All right, guys. All right, so when we are playing Living Dangerously Zine, there's a scene in it where them think same dead. The news report same. But can I tell a joke that Dennis? Sorry.
Go
Them
ahead.
same dead. No, dead that night. Dennis' family was there. And them time that your son was about how old, Dennis? Him small.
Four.
So after the light blackout now, I think we got to intermission or we the backstage. No, we go backstage and we hear, me just hear Dennis say, my baby I cry. And then remember me I think to myself, me not hear no baby I cry. Me not hear no baby at all, but I guess I hear picnic, so you must know where you hear. So now I get to understand say, Dennis' son really thinks him dead. So in an intermission now, him mother carry him around and say, see him there, see him all right. You know, daddy, think you're dead, you know. You got to give me, I never want to cry, but I turn me nearly turn over. Then no, yeah man, then no, Dennis I play the gunman, and the gunman have on the ski mask. And that's why, or because you have the gun. And him come him said, Daddy, you's a police? Then he said, no, so why you have a gun? So then look on me look on him, everybody I look on them, one another, nobody don't know what to answer him. Said, did we answer him? I don't think we did answer him. We just left it there so.
And not him, not him. I remember even when I was playing the thing there, the Rasta character in Under Me Nose then come to town.
Yeah.
At intermission break, you'd have people taking their children around the back to show them that it's not a real Rasta. Because they thought that I was a Rasta and they wanted to meet the Rasta man.
They come in like one time
and there were persons who literally thought that I was a Rasta. They thought that it was locks that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two kind of experiences but they stand out in my mind. One time when I did Canada, I would have do over my dead body. I would play Mel Cita and there's a scene where Mel Cita get beaten. At the end of the show, one lady carry her son backstage. I said, see her there, she's a big woman, she not crying. So I'm stand up and him look at me. So I said, what happened? And she said, boy, our son see me I get beaten and start ball. I said, you know, see Canada, foreign that them not being pick me up this so. And it's like the traumatized, like why them beating the little girl, cause swear blind said me and him at same size or where age. Then now you have another situation where one of the actresses them come backstage and are dead with laughing and me say what happened. And she said, Trudy, you want to hear one woman out there cuss out backside and ask, which part your mama there or your mama so careless to have you on stage them hours the other night I have school. Are you supposed to have school in morning? Them time that me a big 20-year-old, you know, yeah man. So I guess it's testament to the performance that we're able to trick the kids and some people.
So go.
Yeah, man. All right, Mr. Say you want to sleep, so go along in your bed. We'll talk.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think we'll do it again at some point.
Yeah, we should.
When you make the call, but for the time being, big up the fans, big up on ourselves. Keep in tune, and of course, we will not fail.
And disappoint.
To entertain.
Yeah, I remember to get the tickets for Son of a Witch at shopmisstrudyb.com. Early bird tickets, and the early bird tickets are limited, so they're gonna be finished soon. And general ticket at $25. I remember say this is gonna be the first time we're gonna see that show in a one play. So make us see how that go. Dennis is going to be playing. All right, I'm not telling you what Dennis
Big
is.
up Georgia who buy fair ticket. I'm already Georgia.
Big up Georgia from this
No, me
morning.
up near here. Big up Georgia. Georgia.
Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody that bought tickets already.
Georgia, funny thing, so my friend of the year.
Oh, but well, I'm not really seeing most of the comments then. But yeah, so big up to all of those who bought tickets already. Thank you so much for your early support, and we'll see you on Mother's Day weekend. But I'm gonna be doing more lives, guys. I'm going to be doing more of these so we can just link up and we can just laugh and chat about the good old theater days and what we experience as actors. So Dennis, again, thank you so much for your time, because I know say you had a long day, so I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Love you, girl.
Love you too.
Man, big up
All
on
right,
yourself.
bye-bye. Yeah,
Bless.
man. Yeah, man, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. The comments, them very, very limited, because I know say normally I would have more than this, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll do this again today, Friday. We'll go again next week, and we'll interview somebody else, and we chat again same way. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.